Okay. New game.
Hey, you there? Can you see if there is audio on my stream for my game real quick for me?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a couple here.
Trying to figure it out real quick.
Say something.
No, the game. Do you hear the game?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
How's the levels? It's all good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, thanks, bro. I'll talk to you in a few.
Yeah.
London, 1907. Thus, with this method, we can determine the time of death within a margin of error of 2 hours. Look at his head just spin. You should ask, Cooper. Me? Why not you? Hughes? Cooper? It'd be in the interest of you'd share your doubts with the class. It'd be interesting if you'd share your... Okay. Look what you achieved. Ah, coward. Professor Moore. Is it true that you and Professor Ward are devoted to hunting ghosts? My, you have been badly informed. We are devoted to studying them, not to hunting them. Oh, what? No way. That's nonsense. Ghosts don't exist. Do you have any conclusive evidence that can substantiate that statement, Mr. Cooper? They're a myth. An invention of mankind to scare those with weak mind. Those of weak mind, huh? All right. Let's see. How many of you believe in God? You can raise your hands. All of you? Well, perhaps you should be studying theology and not forensic medicine. You can lower your hands. I suppose you think the mere belief in him confirms his existence. Is there any supporting evidence? Any photographs? Have any of you seen him taking a stroll in Hyde Park? Has anyone talked to him? The Pope. Okay, Let's set that witness aside for the moment. No one in history has been able to prove it. The only proof we have is faith, and that, regrettably, won't do. Look, gentlemen. Neither I nor Professor Ward asserts that ghosts exist. We're cautious with regard to that matter, even if we have reliable witnesses and there are a large number of cases. Are those arguments enough to accept this as a fact? No. We would be falling into the same trap you fell into with respect to God. We investigate these claims with the best tools science has provided us. Best tool science has provided us. There's cat hair everywhere. That is the scientific method. A method I advise you to use before compulsively raising your hands to defend your beliefs. I don't think my father would agree with all this blasphemy. Your father agrees with the idea that students from poorer classes should never be allowed into a university. As well as agreeing to use child labor in his factories. Oh, he's just grilling into this guy. So, of due respect, Mr. Turner, you can take your father's opinion and... I like this guy. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Come in. I'm sorry to interrupt, Patrick. It's quite all right. What do you need? Look, the dean wants to see you. Can't it wait? The lecture is almost over. It's a delicate matter, Patrick. Is it about Rose? No, it has nothing to do with Rose, Patrick. What a relief. I was starting to worry. Just talk to him, would you? I'll take care of the lecture. Well, what were you even teaching? The scientific method. Apparently, these gentlemen don't get it yet. Very well. He's just sick of them. He's just tired of them. Well, gentlemen. The scientific method. One moment. What? Okay. Just have for instructions. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Location. Left button to direct, to select. Inventory. Place your cursor at the upper edge of the screen. Select an object and use it with the eye for description shortcuts. Okay. Save. Whoa. Okay, so 5. Quick save. Okay, okay. Tom Lee, what's up? Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee? Sorry, I didn't hear you. You're not the university won the Greco-Roman Wrestling Championship in anything? I did not. No. Well, we have such a pity. There are more trophies in the hall. Oh, I do okay. There are more trophies in the hall. Why do I always find you in front of this cabinet? That's how I imagine he sounds. Excuse me? Yes, I suppose they are. And 6 points for the private university. Yes, of course. Have a nice day, Mr. Lee. You never has a Oh my gosh. It's actually kind of entertaining for me. I like that. I'm gonna do that. It was a gift from Raymond Baxter, former pupil and famous sculptor. It represents a Celt deity celebrating the winter solstice. The board has threatened to retire this pagan figure several times to the pupil's dismay. I guess it is 1907. Every 21st of December, they'll fill the statue's bowl with whiskey and parade in front of it, paying their respects. Oh, I gotta actually like click where I want to go. Oh, let's go talk to this guy. What's up, Raymond? Mr. Price. Professor Moore. Studying? Yes. Well, no. I'm reading a treaty on medieval churches. And, let me see. My dear Gregory, I am telling you the unvarnished truth. I believe I am now familiar with the extreme limits of terror and revulsion that man can endure without losing his mind. Sorry. Don't worry, Mr. Price. Don't be ashamed of reading Mr. M.R. James. He's a national treasure. Continue your reading. Thank you, Professor Moore. M.R. James. What are you doing with Professor Ward's portrait, M.R. Cook? Haven't you heard? Of course not. You've been shut up all day in that lecture room. Get inside and they'll bring you up to date. It's a scandal. A scandal. I can talk to the principal whenever, okay? What's in here? Oh, I think I just went into the principal's. Alright. Professor Moore, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dean Carter. Rector Williams, a pleasure. Good afternoon, Professor Moore. You can get a chair from the back, Ken. It won't be necessary. The meeting will be brief. Explain the facts, Dean Carter. Look, This week, the university received a generous donation from the Metaphysics Investigation Program run by you and Mr. Professor Ward. £5,000. 5? That's amazing. It would not be. Oh. It would not be. All that money disappeared from the Bank of England. I'm sorry. I'm like, this is the first time trying this. We've demanded an explanation. They've confirmed the money was withdrawn yesterday by your colleague. I'll try that later more. That was fun though. What? We wanted to speak with Professor Ward, but he didn't appear today for his lectures. Oh, he's missing. Okay. Let's try to remain calm, gentlemen. The professor might simply be... we've been trying to locate him all day. He's vanished. He's run off with the money. It's unprecedented scandal. Are you sure it was Professor Ward? Someone could have impersonated him. There are witnesses. and the signature with which the money was withdrawn is undoubtedly his. Lest we forget, his whereabouts are unknown. We believe in presumption of innocence and respect it, but in this case, I'm sorry, Professor Moore. This is unvarnished truth. Why would he do that? That is exactly what we are wondering. Who donated the money? We only know it was a group of intellectuals from London society. Nothing else. It appears they had no intention of making it public. And, given the circumstances, they'd prefer to keep it that way. How could he have withdrawn the money? How could he withdraw the money? He's just a teacher. He shouldn't be authorized. At one time, he combined his teaching job with the position of deputy treasurer. That was 3 years ago. Oh, that was years ago. He resigned. Nevertheless, he was still registered at the Bank of London. We suspect he took advantage of that to commit this crime. Get to the point, Dean Carter. Yes. Ah, ha, ha, knew it. I'm sorry to tell you that as a result of this matter, the board is considering eliminating your metaphysics investigations department. But it can't be. It is. My predecessor authorized the department because of the immaculate career of Professor Ward. Sir Archibald Ellsworth would roll over in his grave if he knew of this infamy. Surely you don't presume to hope we'd keep this nonsense at going after what happened, did you? I understand there's discomfort with Professor Ward. But I'm part of the department too. It isn't fair that I should be blamed for acts in which I'm not responsible. We know Patrick, but... Patrick? You mean Professor Moore? And I would beseech you not to challenge the board? However, as courtesy to you, we wish your exit from the department to be as... Stop with this rubbish, Dean Carter. You have 72 hours to prove that your ghosts exist. If you don't present us with the material proof by that deadline, forget about your department. "72 hours? That's not enough time to prove that what no one has ever proven through the entire history of mankind." His confidence shattered. That is your problem. And express your thanks to Dean Carter. He's the one who proposed it. Thank you, Dean Carter. If it were up to me, I would break up that circus right now with my own hands. Damn it. We're the laughing stock of every university in the United Kingdom. Let them laugh all they want, Vice Chancellor Williams. They only display their ignorance. Do you want some advice? Forget about these ghost fantasies and focus on your work as a teacher. You were the best teacher in forensic medicine in all of London. Focus on your work for... Yeah. This is a serious institution. Superstition no place here, and neither do your progressive... Superstition has no place here, and neither do your progressive ideas. Are you aware that you have received complaints from students about your radical ideas? I think we know who complained, everybody. What's wrong with being a progressive? Isn't it part of the university motto? Knowledge, improvement, progress. Don't be a wise arse with me, and remember who you're talking to. "72 hours, Professor Moore. Prepare yourself to say goodbye to a fantasy that you never had a place in an institution that never had a place in any institution as respectable as this one." He doesn't like us, but he respects us a bit because of our forensic medicine. 72 hours. 72 hours, Henry. It's humiliating. Why didn't they just close the department immediately? I have more bad news to tell you. Really? There is more? Your department has been sealed. You won't be able to use any of the resources inside. Damn it, Henry. Couldn't you? I can't. If someone sees you there, they'll know it was me who conceded. That would put me in an awkward situation. The board is treating the matter very seriously. I don't want my position to be jeopardized. Yes. I beg you to understand. Yes, I do. I didn't mean to put you in a predicament. I'm sorry. I know the search for the great beyond is your life. But I'm sure adversity will stretch your intellect even further. Like that. I don't know how, but try to find proof, please. If it's strong enough, I'll show it to the board and they'll be forced to keep the department open. F5. Quick save. Escape. I can full save. Okay. So after talk Dean. So if I go here, and I go after talk Dean. Okay, cool. Sweet. This game's awesome so far. Books. The Jewel of Seven Stars by Bram Stoker. The Great God's Plan by Arthur Machen. In a Glass Darkly by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. I'm sorry if I messed those names up. William would be angry if he saw you devoted time to these readings while working. Oh, I'll do their voice. These books. I just received an order from the new library near the London Archaeological Society. Sorry. I'll get back to the voices in a sec. Did you know it? No. You should see for yourself. There are some genuine jewels. I'll do that. Shelf. How many of these have you written? The ones on the first shelf. And a part of the second one, too. Ghosts, Reality or Myth by Dr. Henry Carter. Does William know you wrote this one? No, yes. He's even read it. Really? Well, actually, only the prologue. Then he gave me a lecture with more words than are in the book. I won't be able to prove the great beyond exists in such short time without the professor's help. Well, we're gonna have to find him, I guess. I need to find him. Maybe I can discover something that will help me find him at his home on Dorset Street. Okay. Ooh, we got a map. Okay. Set forth on an adventure. Let's go on an adventure. Dorset Street, okay. That's kind of a cool little in-between animation. Oh my. That's it. Room number 4. So you're a friend of Professor Ward. Exactly. And he's gone. Sadly. And why do you want to inspect his room? Are you from Scotland Yard? No, I'm a professor, such as he. I only want to have a look to see if there's anything that might enlighten me to his whereabouts. That makes sense. Why is this corridor so dark? The electric company talked me into installing this new light system in the house. What they didn't tell me is that the price would be doubled compared to Guestly. Aww. That's progress, you know. Progress for the usual suspects. Those in power. I told the tenants not to use the corridor light unless they want my bill to start affecting their rent. I thought she was a renter. When was the last time you saw him? Old landlady. No, you went out last evening. Don't call me old landlady. I was in bed, but I heard his footsteps on the stairs. You haven't seen him since then? Question mark. No, sad. Did you notice anything strange about him? Of course I noticed. But not only yesterday, always. He's a right peculiar bloke, though very polite. Oh, I wish the rest of his tenants were as courteous as him. It's curious that he lived here. I mean, his salary was high enough to afford him a better place than this. Hey man, it's not always about that. A bloomin' hovel. Is that what you meant? I didn't mean to offend you, Miss Dawson. No. You're right. It's a big. Though it's the classiest hovel in the East End. And the biggest rooms for 4 blocks. Would you do me the kindness of lending me the key to the room? What? Professor Ward was a bit forgetful. He asked for my spare key in case he lost his. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that's happened. So he's got like 2 keys? And me none, that's it. How am I getting in his room? I'll wait for the locksmith to come tomorrow. I'm afraid I don't have that much time. You can open it yourself then somehow. Patient. I won't object. Have at her. All the power to you. Just try not to break it. I'll be downstairs if you need me. Don't need me. Okay. What do we all have here? Door. Closed. Another door. That's not Professor Ward's room. Yeah, we're breaking in, dude. Did you not get that memo? Kidding. Oh. Okay. A3. That. Just for a few minutes, I'm sorry. 1 moment. There's something inside the lamp. It's a key. I can't reach it. Well, that sounds like a us problem. Let's figure that out. Daisies. Room number 4. Professor Ward lives here. Rules of the house. Rent is paid by the first day of each month. Okay. There's nothing inside this vent. Oops. Gonna do that like 7 more times by accident, probably. So, I can't get into his door. Maybe we actually do need to go out there. Daisies, yeah. We don't really have anything, do we? We have nothing. Okay. If I had an item, I could do that. Yeah, I didn't mean to grab that. Just making sure there's nothing else. Like, okay. We're gonna have to come back here then. So, to the university. What's going on in here now? Frank Lewis, anatomical skeleton. You need to be careful handling these anatomical skeletons because... Why? They're very fragile. That'll probably get us that lamp. It's like literally... This guy's gonna lend us a hand. It's full of flasks and test tubes. What is a flask of sulfur acid doing here? It should be in the lab. Okay. I believe it's time to get rid of this old eraser. Another item. Curious, we're collecting them all in one place. The 4 first drawers are full of anatomy prints. The rest is intended for school materials. Frank. Bad news, right? Worse. The board is threatening to close down the Metaphysics Investigations Department if I don't present irrefutable proof within 72 hours. Proof of what? The existence of the great beyond. Idiots, man. That's almost an impossible time frame. How dare they? That despicable Williams will end up getting what he wants. What do you think of what Professor Ward did? Are you asking me if I believe he's innocent? Is he? What do you think? I think neither of us is answering a single question. I don't know, Patrick. Nelson Ward is famous for being eccentric and impulsive. But that, of course, doesn't make him a miscreant. So you think he's innocent? The evidence of the crime is unequivocal. Though simultaneously, I believe that if he committed such misconduct, he would have good reason. Not just a financial one. What reason? I cannot begin to fathom. I only hope this makes some sense. Have you seen any ghosts lately? God willing, that would be easy, right? How long has the Metaphysics Investigations Department been running? 3, 4 years? 4. And they want you to solve a great mystery of life after death within 72 hours. They neither want to nor intend to. If I've been given that time frame, it is because Henry interceded. If only you can succeed. I'd like to see the faces of those decrepit geezers when you show them undeniable proof. I think I didn't know Professor Ward enough. We had a very close relationship, but it was purely professional. I don't know a single thing about his life apart from him being the chief coroner of Scotland Yard before becoming a teacher. If I had taken even a mild interest in him, I might have detected signs of what he would do. Don't punish yourself with that, Patrick Nelson. Patrick Nelson was very reserved. I doubt anyone in the faculty really got to know him. I didn't know how I can face his research against the clock. I don't want to be untactful, but it was an endeavor doomed to fail. I mean, to this day, no one has been able to find conclusive evidence of the great existence of the great beyond. Perhaps in the future we could resolve the matter, but not in such a short time. I need to find the professor. I cannot do this alone. We were a team. How about asking for help from the British Society of Paranormal Studies? I doubt they would assist. Neither the professor nor I are welcome there. Because of that damned article. What about Richet? He always supported you. And he could be a valuable ally in this quest. Charles? He is not in London at the moment. No? Damn. Any ideas that might help my research? Now that I think about it, Nelson mentioned having found a place worth investigating. Do you remember where that could be? I think it was located in central London. House? I don't recall. I was having a busy day when he told me about it, and I didn't pay enough attention. Sorry I'm not helping. Don't worry. No one ever dies. I'm just kidding. Thank you for always supporting me. I know of only 2 people who can prove the existence of the great beyond, and one of them is Nelson. You are the other. So you should always have my support in everything you do. I should get going. If I can do anything for you. I understand, Frank. I appreciate it. Frank's an awesome guy. We like Frank. Okay, I know exactly where we need to go with this skeleton art. Inventing a new musical genre, Mr. Collins. I would settle for producing. I'd settle for producing a single musical note, Professor Moore. This is a disaster. The Christmas concert is approaching, and I can't even play the flute properly. I don't have the strength to blow. I'm out of breath. Are you all right, son? I don't know what's happening to me. Too much exhaustion, I suppose. Exams, thesis, the concert. The more I think about it, the more I feel this tightness in my chest. Try to relax, Collins. You are far too young to have a heart attack. Alright, let's go in this room. Oh, we left the light on this whole time. I could use the skeleton arm to carefully remove the crystal from the lamp. Oh, it's a crystal. Damn, it's not enough. Maybe a little jump will help. What was that? Curses. Wow. Whoa, what was that noise? I accidentally broke the lamp. No, I heard nothing. What? I suppose it came from room number 3. Dude, I didn't say it. What? Yes, I think it came from that. You're a bastard, dude. I'll talk to Mr. Botch. He is usually quite nice. Bro, that is so not cool. Ugh. There's a key here. I'll pick up the broken crystal. I don't want to give any excuses to the landlady. Or can I hide the criminal evidence? I will just fucking take responsibility for it, my guy. Nothing to see here. There's an evil oil, or there's an old oil lamp. I'll take it. Hey, nice. From the windows. Shoo. Why would you shoo them? Oh, I don't like this guy. The street is full of tramps and drunkards. The professor felt more comfortable among them than his own colleagues. Well, if they're like you, bud, I get why. It doesn't look very comfortable, though the professor wouldn't care. I've seen him fall asleep between classes in the most unimaginable places. There's a notebook on the desk. The house of Benwell Street? Yeah, okay. The house of Benwell Street. It is discouraging to discover that the places worth investigating were in the end either frauds or waste of time. However, I found a location that, if my inquiries are correct, can afford a unique opportunity to me and my college professor Moore. Colleague, sorry. It is an old, impressive building located at 34 Benwell Street. Its original owner was Thomas Highmore, a widower philanthropist who lived in the house during the early years of the last century. After his death, his heirs rented the house to several tenants. One of them, Frederick Price, reported strange blows coming from the basement to the police. Raps? An officer corroborated with the facts, to which he added, as it stated in his report, that several objects in the room started to slowly move without human intervention. A police report that confirms unexplained supernatural phenomenal, contrary to the account of normal witness, which is always an act of faith to consider believable. This changes everything. No police officer of sound mind would cast doubt on his professionalism by falsely signing a report such as this. So we can be sure this is an account we can accept, and thus a very valuable one. Terrified, the Prices left the house 2 months later. Their place was taken by a Benjamin Jones. By searching through the documents of a state agency that managed the property, I found a report stating that the tenant abandoned the house 4 weeks later due to the constant, unspecified occurrences in the basement. In my investigation, I found 2 other cases with that basement as the epicenter of the supernatural activity, but I have to yet verify it. I still haven't informed Patrick about this. We could be dealing with another dead end, and if someone has to waste his time with this, I'd rather it be me. My instinct, though, tells me 34 Benwell Street is the place we've been dreaming of all these years. Professor Nelson Ward, October 14th, 1907. 34 Benwell Street. That junk box stands out. Let's see what's in it. Oh, sorry. It was thread. Well, it's too rusty. Or copper, okay. It's metal thread. Okay, man, you need to pay that old landlady back. Number 34 Benwell Street. I hope the professor was right, and there's genuine supernatural activity here. Good afternoon. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Patrick Moore, and I'm interested in conducting an investigation in this house. What? A scientific investigation. Look, I had no bleeding clue what's going on here, but you can't enter the bleeding house. So bugger off. Wait. It's vitally important I be able to carry out my research. Listen up, mate. I don't give a bloody damn about your fancy investigation. So do me a favor. Sod off. Right? Could I enter the house? I told you. You can't enter the house. It ain't safe. Gonna be torn down soon. Bloody hell, I shouldn't even be here. When is the demolition scheduled? That ain't none of your business. Don't know why I'm even having this conversation. Have you witnessed any strange occurrences in this house? Listen, mate. Clear off if you don't want trouble, alright? What is the reason for such hostility? Ain't you giving up? Leave me alone if you don't want things to get ugly. Am I making myself clear? Where can I find the owner of the house? Can't give you that info. Please help me in my investigation. I am a serious individual, university professor and scientist. I possess credentials. Keep them to yourself. You're starting to get on my nerves. Do yourself a favor and bugger off. Ain't getting paid to put up with idiots. Excuse me. I will not allow you to talk to me like that. Get the bloody hell out of here. I fear gaining access to this house will not be easy. He's right there, he can hear you. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it there for tonight. We'll pick this up tomorrow. So this is 34 Benwell. Benwell, we'll just call it 34th Street. Alright. Good night, everybody.